Not just on the court, but in the studio. In the lab, this man is getting it done. His name is Tim Shelton, and he plays forward for your San Diego State Aztecs. Tim, always great to have you on the show. How you feeling today?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing? Hey,
doing well.
Very well. Now, we know you're focused, but in all honesty, is this just a little hobby, or do you feel like there's a future in hip-hop for you?
I mean, right now I'm focused on basketball. I'm excited, and I appreciate that people are enjoying my music. A lot of people said, man, you should try to, continue to pursue that. And, my focus is also right now because, we're trying to make this season end up great in my best way possible. So, but music in my future, it'd be wonderful if I could actually continue to pursue that, yeah.
We're being serious. We liked it. We're not just saying that because you're on the show, but that was some good stuff right there. Tim Shelton is with us. And, Tim, we watched Jim Rome's Burning this past Friday, and we liked it. You were a pretty good correspondent. Is that starting to feel like we're big time? This isn't just a local news station. This is Jim Rome's Burning on ESPN. Nationally, everybody got to see you lead the cameras around campus.
I definitely think that was huge for us. It was definitely fun. Yeah, it's more national publicity. And, of course, I mean, that's what comes with winning. You get to do the extra perks and things of that nature. And it's, I don't know, it's just kind of one of those testament to the program type of deals where I was fortunate to be able to actually get that opportunity, and it turned out really well.
Tim, I found it very ironic that, while you're doing the whole Jim Rome's Burning thing, you walk into the trainer's room, and then DJ Gabe comes in looking all smooth with the, with the glasses on, as if to say, oh, I didn't know cameras were going to be here. Hey, look, DJ knew. He made sure the waves were looking good, brushing his hair, making sure the clothes are right, so you got to call him out on that.
Well, I kind of did a little bit. You can't really. Dude's my roommate this year too, so it's like he does dress like that today. He's one of those guys that prides himself on the way he dresses, and he's always dressing pretty nice. So
absolutely. 20-0. Tim, every Monday morning we rush to Sportsline.com, ESPN.com. We just can't wait to see the new AP poll. When you see number 4 in the nation, does it have any meaning to you? I know it's all about the tourney in March, but does your ranking have any true significant meaning to you or the team?
I'm one of those people that actually never have gone in and tried to look at it right when it came out, and I've never really looked it up online. It's just people are always telling me, but I definitely think there's a sense of pride about it. It means something definitely because we've never been here before. Each week we've continued to move up, and it's exciting for us. We got to keep it going.
Tim, I read an article over the weekend was talking about how San Diego State does so well with the limited resources compared to these big schools. Talk about how they don't have the facilities of a Kansas or the media appeal of a Syracuse, which so many media people are from, that they love Syracuse. So I ask you, when you check out a school on your recruiting trip that has limited facilities or whatever, practice facilities, whatever it may be, what was it that actually drew you to State? Was it just simply Coach Fisher? Was it the sun? What was it that actually brought you here?
It was the people and the atmosphere, It was one of those things where you knew you were going to be working with good people who do things the right way. And you see that, and you talk to them, you get to know them, and then it's just that atmosphere and the community that you're around, you see what kind of potential it has and the potential it developed while I was here. It was one of those opportunities where I saw that, took advantage of it, came in with a team that had already won a championship and had done well, and then, we've taken that next step now into the national recognition.
Talking to Tim Shelton. Tim, how's your body, head to toe? I know you've had so many injuries, and I know you've even said to us, dunking is not exactly as easy as it used to be. And we've talked to writers who follow your team and say, yeah, Tim has really taken his fair share of shots to the body where it has to limit his minutes. But today, right now, late January 2011, can you give us a percentage on your health?
That's a tough one, I guess, because I feel like my health is changing, and 100% is different to me than it used to be, I guess. Mm-hmm. But, even just now before I got on the phone with you guys, I took some ice off my knees. So I would have to say I'm in the 80s right now, trying to continue to maintain that health to be as productive as I can, especially, this Wednesday coming up. So
playing through pain, unlike Jay Cutler. That's been the theme of the show.
Come on.
That's just the theme of the show. Tim Shelton plays through pain.
I'm not sure on the MRI update on that, but, he's a tough guy.
Tim, you guys haven't played since last Wednesday, and you're playing BYU this upcoming Wednesday. But I'm thinking about you. Maybe that's best for your health to get a couple of days. But do you think this team will have a tough time kind of getting the rhythm back together? What's your take on having a week off in between such a big game?
I definitely don't think it's going to hurt us. I think, a little bit of rest isn't a bad thing for us, especially for DJ, who plays a whole lot of minutes. So I know he's going to be able to come in and be fresh. And then, we understand the level of importance of this game. It's one of the biggest games in our conference history, and it's huge for us. We want to keep that win streak going, and we definitely want to win this league.
We always say if you were just at the playground and Jimmer said, I got next, You would never think Jimmer Fredette has so much game. What is it about him, though? You see him up close. What is it about this guy, 6'2", 190 pounds? Why is he becoming such a sensational star player?
He's a savvy guy. He's a fierce competitor. He's very talented, you know. The stuff you see on the court is not luck. You know, he's making these shots. He's a hard worker. And the funny thing about Jimmer is you can never get mad at him. Like, all the times I've played against him, he's been like a complete gentleman on the court, and it's kind of crazy, you know. He's over here making shots, and you think he would maybe talk mess or something like that, but he's not even like that. He's like, you know, he's like, good shot down the court last time, Tim. You did a good job. And I'm like, come on, man. Tell me that while we're competing.
Well done.
Maybe it's just something that he does to get in somebody's head.
Yeah, kill him with kindness.
Even after we won, it's like he's not like one of those mean guys. He's like, good job. I hope you guys, you know, wish you guys all the best. So.
Kill him with kindness, I guess is what he does, Tim. You know, speaking about Coach Fisher the other day, Chris Ella was interviewing him on the coach's show. They were talking about what to do against Jimmer Fredette, and Coach Fisher basically said, look, I'll give everyone here a pen, a piece of paper. You write down what you think we should do, and I'll try to do it because there's nothing that can stop him. But I have to say, I don't know how much he's going to come into the paint, but a guy your size, as big as you are, maybe you got to rough him up a little bit. Let this guy know it's not going to be an easy day. Maybe put him on the floor once or twice.
That's not really naturally in my nature.
Oh, come on!
I'm not trying to hurt somebody anyway. I mean, there might be. I'm sure there are going to be a couple hard fouls here and there. It's a competitive game, but you know, just saying the words "stop Jimmer Fredette." I mean, you only hope that you can kind of contain this guy, you know. And we're definitely putting the game plan together. It's going to try and contain him. He's going to get his attempts up, and he's going to make shots because that's what he does, you know.
Absolutely.
But, you know, we're just going to compete best we can, play defense, and you know, game plan will be seen on Wednesday.
A crowd of more than 22,000 in Provo. Tip-off 7 o'clock Wednesday. He is Tim Shelton. Tim, before you go, I know you are connected to the NBA. Your father played in the league. And just as a fan, when you hear all this buzz surrounding your teammate Kawhi Leonard playing at the next level, if you were an analyst, not just his teammate, and you were watching Kawhi, let's just say you're a scout, do you think this guy could have a lot of success at the next level?
I do. I mean, it's hard. As an analyst, it'd be harder because, I mean, am I in there watching him shoot after practice, before practice every day? Because that's what I also see, you know.
Yeah.
His work ethic it's just amazing, you know. You can tell he has that drive. He loves basketball. He's always in the gym. He's the definition of a gym rat. He's a student of the game, and he likes to learn, too, and it helps to have Coach Fisher there because, you know, he's a great teacher. So Kawhi is definitely going to be a professional. You know, he acts that way now, and he carries himself like that, and he expects to be there because he's that competitive and he's got the skill level to get there, you know.
Is he almost a gym rat to the point where you guys have to say, Kawhi, let's go talk to some girls. Let's go to the mall. Let's go to a movie. Because the way he's described, not just you, but everybody says Kawhi lives in the gym.
He really does. I mean, it's not one of those things people are just making up. That's where he is. And
that's awesome.
Off the court, he's a somewhat soft-spoken guy. He opens up, he cracks jokes every now and then, but for the most part, he's about his business, and he's on the court.
Very cool. What a season you guys are having, 20-0. Tim, it's great to have you on the show. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot, Tim.